what movie do you think is more realistic that shows the reality of space? Apollo 13 or Armageddon?
Well, I mean, they're both classics.
they're both classics.
In Armageddon, you have Steve Buscemi firing a machine gun on an asteroid. I mean, both of those are classic space moments.
Yeah, and they're both realistic, you know?
Yeah.
And have you ever heard Ben Affleck's commentary on Armageddon?
No, I have not.
Dude, he's clearly had one or two, and he just trashes. He just trashes the movie. It's the best. It is hilarious. And you know, and he says in the commentary, he's like, why do they think it's easier to train drillers to be astronauts as opposed to train astronauts to be drillers?
Yeah, that's a good question, Ben.
That's a really good question. But I don't care who you are. In Armageddon, when she says, that's your dad up there, when he goes, Mommy, who's that? And she said, that's your dad. That gets you. That's movie making right there. Storytelling.
I don't even remember that moment. I honestly don't. The only things I remember about that movie, I remember the space shuttles dock with like the space station to get more fuel, and then somehow everything explodes. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why everything exploded when they docked. And then the other thing I remember is Steve Buscemi firing for some reason they've got like a Gatling gun on the asteroid. Like, I don't know why they have that, but Steve Buscemi fires that.
You don't remember all the slow walks in astronaut gear going down the thing?
I don't.
And then leaving on a jet plane, the musical they break into, leaving on a jet plane?
I don't remember. I do. I remember a number of scenes with what's the actor's name? The guy was in the Green Mile. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
I remember a number of his scenes because I remember watching that and thinking that guy's incredibly charismatic. He's going to do some really good work at some point. And then later I saw him in the Green Mile and he was devastatingly good in the Green Mile.
The Green Mile, man, he was so great in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember him. I remember seeing him and thinking, this guy is special and we're going to see something really interesting with this guy at some point. It was tragic that he died so young. But yeah, like when he was in the Green Mile, I was like, oh, this is the thing I expected. But anyway, so Apollo 13, you know, with the space stuff. The other one you and I talked about, which is not as good a movie as Apollo 13, is Event
Horizon.
Event Horizon. Thank you. Event Horizon. Yeah. But the thing with Event Horizon, even though it's not nearly as good a movie as Apollo 13, it does have some moments where they try to show that it's scary to be in space. You know, when the guy gets thrown off of the ship and he's tumbling through space and he's got to try to get back to the ship before he dies. That actually works in that movie. Like, you understand why he's scared. You understand why it's a frightening thing to be thrown off into space.
Right. But I thought the premise in Event Horizon, where they try to find a wormhole and they end up going through hell. I mean, it's space horror. I like space horror. It's space horror. That movie scared the shit out of me.